ferocity, majesty, two words that come to mind when a tiger comes into view. And we'll have plenty of tigers trying to earn their stripes in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to... It's first time out of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the catch. It's sharp. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Dura. Plows through the defense. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got a first down here to open the period. Power football with the run. Smashes ahead. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. LSU right back to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
LSU.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Durham. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting. Job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners backing off a bit. On the run, it's Durham. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. LSU quick to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. On the move, he fires. Caught on the outside, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. It's Durham. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun to give, looking for room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
On the ground, it's Berry. Fights off a defender. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Got his man. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's running. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, LSU! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get in a close win.
Yeah, Reese.